pursuit of using information reported on an employee's Form I-9 eligibility verification. For most employers, the E-Verify is voluntary and limited to determining the eligibility of new hires. There is no charge for the employers to use E-Verify. The E-Verify system is operated by the Department of Homeland Security in partnership with the Social Security Administration. There are currently 27 states that have adopted E-Verify. One is Arkansas, Arizona, California, Florida, Bonita Springs only, Iowa, Idaho, Indiana, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Michigan, Missouri, North Carolina, Nevada, New York, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia. I'm not as organized as all these other speakers. Give me a second. On the hardworking taxpayers of Collier County. And whereas the federal government provides incentives and rewards which encourage illegal immigration, and whereas it is estimated that as many as 20 million are in our country illegally, whereas illegal immigrants place an unacceptable burden on our schools, healthcare systems, social services, and law enforcement agencies. Whereas 30% of the inmates in the Collier County Jail who have committed misdemeanors or felonies are in the country illegally. These criminals are not only represent a risk to our citizens, but the cost to their apprehension, trial, incarceration, and borne by the local government and taxpayers. And whereas the incarceration of the illegal immigrant costs Collier County taxpayers $8.5 million a year. Now, therefore, it be resolved by the Board of the Collier County Commissioners, Florida, that the Board urge the federal government to reject all forms of amnesty which would permit those who have violated our immigration laws to remain in our country or to become citizens of the United States. Be it further resolved that the Board urges the federal government to implement immigration laws those incentives which encourage and reward illegal immigration. Therefore, be it further resolved that the Board urges the federal government to swiftly and firmly enforce immigration laws against illegals and those employers who hire them. This resolution is adopted 13th day of March 2007 after motion and second and majority vote. And it's signed by Jim Coletta. If I can find it. This is his second response to me, or this is my email to him. This is Anthony Brown. I hope you remember me. It was in regarding jobs, illegal immigration. I think I might have found the silver bullet, so to speak. You may want to share this with the county attorney and sheriff. It is legal precedent, case law. Now I'm planning to have a petition signing on 6/5/2010 at the Collier County Courthouse regarding E-Verify, not only county and states, not only for county and state contracts, but for all those who hold business licenses in Collier County. And perhaps a task force. Please let me know what you think of this proposal. And this is his reply to me. Anthony, could you bring this before the Collier County Commissioner under public petition? And I'm going to read, I got some other stuff here to read to you, but I'm a little bit nervous, so I just want to get through this. Now, this is the petition. Okay. We, the undersigned, acknowledge the social and economic burdens of unchecked illegal immigration and the effect it is having on our community. We believe it is affecting our quality of life, our safety, our employment opportunity for all citizens. With the unemployment rate at a whopping 12.3% in Collier County, the unsustainable costs associated with illegal immigration, overcrowding of our schools, and the cost of incarceration the burden on our local hospitals, and therefore the diminished quality of life in general, we firmly believe that it is unfair for local businesses, both private and public, to disregard the rule of law by employing illegal aliens ahead of legal citizens, allowing them to gain an unfair advantage over lawful employers, and thus to pass the fiscal burden onto the taxpayer just to enhance their bottom lines. I also firmly believe that by employing legal workers and eliminating the millions of dollars in remittances sent abroad by illegals, the money earned here by legal workers will stay here and be put back into our local community.
Where are you guys from?
We demand, therefore, that the Collier County Board of Commissioners adopt and follow the
just came here to
United
videotape
States
and put it on
Homeland
YouTube.
Security,
Yeah, I know. For what
Homeland
organization?
Security E-Verify program for all
You'd
businesses in Collier
be honest
County,
with us, right?
all contractors and subcontractors, both public and private, and to formulate stopgap measures with appropriate sanctions, including loss or suspension of contracts or licenses for those who don't comply, and to set up a task force. Then and only then will we be able to rid our community of the devastating social and economic impact of illegal immigration. Further, we believe it is the Commission's duty to advance the social and economic well-being of all lawful citizens in the community.
Thank you. There you go.
Anthony is going to be at the table over here where you can read a little bit more about E-Verify, and he has a petition we would like all of you to sign so we can get our elected officials on the job. And let's start doing something with our legislature to let the employers have a vehicle to know if they're hiring legals or not. So go stop by and talk to Anthony.